hurt you,
All right, today we're checking out Dave Chappelle's bit, Black People Are Afraid of the Police. Let's get into it.
I've been trying to tell brothers that every group of brothers should have at least one white guy in it. I'm serious, for safety. Because when the shit goes down, somebody's gonna need to talk to the police. I mean, that's when that white friend comes in handy. Uh-oh, Ernie, you want to get this one? Come on now, do something. So black people are very afraid of the police. That is a big part of our culture. No matter how rich you are, how old you are.
A big part of our culture.
You're just afraid of them. We got every reason to be afraid of them. You know what I mean? Like, you're a white lady. Ever been pulled over before? You know, and then what they say, let me see your driver's license and your registration, right? See, I'm just guessing. That's not what they say to us. Well, you wouldn't believe what they say to us. Spread your cheeks and lift your sack. Like, what the fuck? Excuse me? You heard me. Spread open your cheeks and lift your sack. I got a driver's license, too. There's easier ways to prove who I am and shit. What does that prove? I can't go to the bank like that. Cash my check. What do you mean you don't have any ID? Wait a minute.
Oh, it'd be so awkward.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Chappelle. Right this way. Why didn't you spread your cheeks in the beginning? Scared of them. I'm serious, man. You ever be at a red light, the police might pull up next to you? It won't be no big deal for you, but, you know, well, I'll fucking fall apart. Oh, nigga. Oh, don't look over there, nigga. No. But I didn't always know that was a black thing. It took me a while to figure that out. I learned that shit in New York. I was in New York City. Now, I was hanging out with a friend of mine. He's a white guy, you know. We were just hanging out. And we were lost in the city. We were smoking a joint. Now, I don't know if it's a coincidence that we were lost and high and shit, but... my white buddy, he was smoking a joint. Dave, it's the goddamn cops. I'm gonna ask him for directions. I said, Chip, no! Chip, don't do it! It was too late. He was walking over there, this man was high as shit. Excuse me, sir. Touching him and Chip, excuse me. Need some information. Start confessing things he shouldn't confess. I'm a little high. All I want to know, which way is 3rd Street? The cop was like, hey, take it easy. You're on 3rd Street. You better be careful. Go ahead, move it. Move it. And that's all that happened. That's the end of the story. Now.
Okay.
I mean, do you think that's part of black culture, being afraid of the police?
I mean, somewhat.
I think it is.
I think it is somewhat.
I think it's instilled in us as kids. I mean, you don't have to be afraid for the rest of your life, but I do think that is instilled. Everyone has the talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
I do think.
I didn't, but...
You didn't?
No. The talk. I remember you and your brothers talking about your mom and...
Okay, do you feel like you grew up in black culture?
Yeah.
Whatever that means to you.
I feel like I did.
Really?
Somewhat.
You were in theater?
Yeah, but I mean, I was somewhat...
You were a theater kid.
I definitely grew up in an aspect of black culture, you know?
I
Maybe
hear you, but I'm
not
saying
the
what
most
people
popular.
call black culture, that's what I put in quotes.
Well, I didn't grow up
and I don't
hearing
think they talk about
hip-hop.
how you grew up. Yeah, you didn't hear hip-hop. You grew up doing plays and theater and musicals.
Yeah.
Like, this is just not what people typically talk about.
I was like, afraid of the
black
police.
culture.
Like the whole...
You didn't get the talk.
Yeah, spread 'em thing. I'm like, okay, that's a little far-fetched.
Were you told you have to work twice as hard to get
No.
half as far as a white kid?
No.
I was told
definitely
that. Like, that's
not.
just part of growing up black. That's like the mainstream black culture.
Dang.
It's different.
And that's all that happened. That's the end of the story. Now, I know that's not amazing to some of you, but you ask one of these black fellas, that shit is fucking incredible, isn't it? I'm saying a black man would never dream of talking to the police high. That's a waste of weed. Serious. I mean, I'd be scared to talk to the police when I'm sleepy. They fuck around and get the wrong idea and shit. Oh my God. That nigger was on PCP, Johnson. I had to use necessary force. You saw him. No paperwork. Just sprinkle some crack on him. Let's get out of here. That's how it is. But at the time, I didn't think there was anything racial about it. I was just like, man, Chip, you got fucking lucky. You better be careful. But then another time, me and Chip are driving. Now, I'm not driving. Chip is driving, and he's driving a little crazy. He's been drinking. Now, I don't like to let my friends drive drunk, but, you know, I was smoking a joint. I couldn't really say shit to the guy. And we get at a red light. We stop at a red light, and a car pulls up next to us, and I'll never forget it. Chippy looks at me, he's all drunk, and she's like, Dave, I'm gonna race him.
What?
I knew it was a bad idea, but I was high. I tried to explain to him it was a bad idea, but all that came out was, well, nigga, sometimes you gotta race, I don't know. Man, that light turned green and Chip took off, zigzagging and shit so no one could pass. The other car didn't even know he was racing. Then the police seen us and pulled us over. Now, you understand, I'm scared as shit. I mean, come on, the car smells like weed. I've been speeding. This man is fucking drunk. I was scared. Chip was not scared at all. It was weird. He didn't even turn his radio down. Isn't that weird a little bit? I mean, if you get pulled over, wouldn't you turn your radio down? Nobody want to get their ass beat to a soundtrack and shit. You know what I'm saying? Chip had the music blasting. We're not gonna take it. He looked at me and said, Dave, just relax. Close your butt cheeks. Just relax. Let me do the talking. You want to know what he said? This is almost exactly what he said. I couldn't believe it. He says, oh. Sorry, officer, I didn't know I couldn't do that. I was fucking shocked. The cop said, well, now you know. Just get out of here. Just get the fuck out of here. Chip said, okay, I will, sir. Thank you. What? What's wrong with you, Dave? I didn't know I couldn't do that. He said, that was good, wasn't it? Because I did know I couldn't do that.
Wow. That I doubt this can't be true. This can't be a real story.
This is not a real story.
I do feel like though the contrast, like black people really do think that's how people get away with stuff. Like they think it's just you know what I mean?
Yeah, obviously not everybody.
Yeah.
But a lot of us
In a
did grow up
general
being
sense.
told things that made us believe
Yeah.
like how Dave Chappelle's acting like his experience is.
Yeah.
Spread your cheeks and lift your side. Like, okay. That's not,
Like, okay,
that's when you go to prison.
Something I have experienced that is just, I don't know. I mean, I definitely grew up definitely in black culture, but I don't know. But it's like, basically, if a white person will, like, walk up onto, like, a property, like, go, like, look at, you know, oh, look at, like, what's over there? Like, look at that. And then black people are like, oh, no, like, they're going to get shot. Like, no, don't do it. You know what I mean? I feel like there's, like, a definite, like, discomfort with that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I feel like that's kind of what this is. Like, that, like, I don't know.
I think it's just a fear of the police.
Yeah, like a fear. But
if you're taught to fear something as a kid, you're gonna fear it.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
True. It definitely is ingrained.
I was shocked. I wasn't shocked at the audacity of it. I was just shocked because I would have never thought to say that. I don't think any black dude would think to say that because they know we know the law. Every black dude in this room is a qualified paralegal and shit. He knows the law. And if one of us even start to do something wrong, an old black man will pop out of nowhere. Nigga, don't do that. That's 5 to 10. Watch out. Well, we know the laws and the penalties. Guy Chip didn't even know he couldn't race. I'm not saying I don't like police. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm just scared of them. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we want to call them too. Somebody broke into my house once. It's a good time to call them, but I don't. House is too nice. It ain't a real nice house, but they never believe I lived it. Oh, he's still here. Oh my God. Open and shut case, Johnson. I saw this once before when I was a rookie. Apparently this nigger broke in and hung up pictures of his family everywhere. Well, let's sprinkle some crack on him and get out of here. Oh, you know, that's that whole brutality thing. See, that's common knowledge now. There was a time when only minorities really knew about that. I'm not going to say white people didn't believe us, but you were a little skeptical. You were a little skeptical. I mean, I don't blame you. And then Newsweek printed it, he knew it was the truth. And then the Newsweek white people were like, oh my God. Honey, did you see this? Apparently the police have been beating up Negroes like hotcakes. It's in the May issue. I mean, really, how could you know, though? How could anyone else know? You know. I mean, maybe you should have seen something a little suspicious. Don't you think it was like a little suspicious? Just a little suspicious? Every dead black person the police find has crack sprinkled on them. I mean, come on. Come on,
my
man.
gosh.
Who gets shot and sprinkles crack on themselves? Nobody would do that. Bam! Oh, oh. I don't want to leave no mysteries.
Oh my gosh. That reminds me of how, like, if we, like, okay, we used to live in Hollywood, Florida, there was always sirens and always police lights and stuff. Or, like, you'd hear something, I wouldn't, like, go outside and look and see what it was. It would be like, nope, nope.
I stay away. You want to walk down the street to the scene.
Yeah. I feel like that is very, like, a lot of black people are like that. Like, definitely want to stay away, you know. I want to, like, walk up to them and ask them what's going on. You know? That's why this one I was kind of like, dang, that's how it is. I don't know. That's how it is.
I thought you said you grew up in black culture.
I think so. Basically.
I think you had an alternative black upbringing.
Alternative.
And there's nothing wrong with
Alt-black.
that. What people call black culture needs to change. But I mean, what people
It's
call black
diverse.
culture, they wouldn't say what you grew up in was black culture. What they call it is, it kind of leans to ghetto culture.
Okay.
It's like black and ghetto are synonyms.
Okay.
Now, I saw a video earlier today. Someone was making fun of Michael Jordan because his jeans were a certain kind of baggy. And they said, well, Michael Jordan never acted black. And they said he wasn't really black.
Oh.
And it was weird. But that's common.
Well, okay.
Huh?
I do too, Lex. I'm always so curious. I'm like, is it something I should know? Is there somebody on the run, on the loose? You know? Something going on? Yeah. I always want to know.
Mike.
Brad, stop questioning her blackness.
No, I'm not. But what people call black culture, like I said, I think that needs to change what people call black culture. But what people call it,
It's kind of like Latin culture is not a thing. Like there's so many different, like, you know what I mean? Diverse, like,
yeah,
sub-Latin
so many different
culture.
countries.
Yeah. even in like our neighborhood, so many different. Lex says black privilege. You bet I do.
I had that video pulled up I was telling you guys about.
Oh, the Michael Jordan?
So this is the jeans. Oh, we're in the way. Here's the jeans they were making fun of in this video about saying Michael Jordan's not really
They look like normal
black.
jeans.
Let's see.
Boot cut, not even boot cut, open jeans.
Oh, they're analyzing.
As well as being spotted with Travis Scott and Mark Wahlberg as Travis Scott's first public appearance since his Astroworld tragedy that killed 10 people. Noriega would elaborate on why he thinks Michael Jordan hates hip-hop and rappers.
The announcer's telling the story. He's not, he's the guy speaking, narrating?
Yeah.
He's just telling other people's opinions.
Okay.
He's pointing out the jeans.
Okay.
The guy on the screen, Noriega, is a rapper who had an encounter with Michael Jordan. And so he's going to say, just listen.
He's never actually acted black. Even his bell-bottom jeans, like nobody black and cool looks like that. He still wears baggy. It's not even he wears baggy clothes. He wears bell-bottoms. Like he wears this shit, the wide bottoms. Like those never been hot in the black community. But that let you know.
But no, I'm just saying, like, people do have in their mind what they think acting black is and what the black community should dress and wear. He wears bell-bottoms. He never acted black. How could you wear those jeans if you're black? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, people have an idea in their head of what it is, and a lot of people share that idea.
Yeah.
It's sad, honestly, but yeah, if you wear the wrong jeans, you're not black.
Man.
Like, people don't understand the most racism that black people experience, in my opinion, comes from other black people.
Yeah.
You gotta look, talk, and act a certain way, like a certain type of music, or you're not black.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. Who to go? She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know. But I don't